Don't worry about the soot spawn. As long as I'm here, they won't come anywhere near us. They're not exactly the brightest creatures, but they can sense existential threats. The spawn know that the moment they come within range, I'll wipe them clean out of existence. Ironic, isn't it? As far as the soot are concerned, I'm a walking death sentence. And that's why I'm one of the only people who can walk into the Weaver's Hall unharmed.
Where are you taking me?
Straight ahead, through there. This is your first time here, isn't it? Welcome to the Spider's Cataract, the beating heart of Ametsi.
The Spider's Cataract?
The guests of Ametsi are given the freedom to do whatever they want once they're checked in. Of course, the Weaver's Hall and that gateway are off limits. Look closely at it. Tell me what you see.
It looks broken? Like there's something wrong with the air.
Huh, not a bad guess. There's definitely a problem with it, but it's not broken per se. It's sealed up. Well, partially, anyways.
Huh? Why would this place be sealed?
The Spider's Cataract is a tear in the fabric of this world. Anyone who comes into contact with it is pulled out of Ametsi. It works like an exit gate. If that was the only issue, we wouldn't be having this conversation. As more people pass through it, the tear widens. The pull also gets stronger. At this point, it's not that far from becoming a full-blown vortex.
Oh.
There was a time, long before you came here, when the cataract wasn't so big. One, maybe two people could have fit through its eye. At one point, there was an endless gaggle of simple-minded idiots crossing over to find out what's on the other side. They nearly caused the Ametsi to come apart at the seams. And once we realized what was happening, it was too late. The vortex sucked in more and more people. Ametsi's destruction was imminent. That's when the Great Spider saved us. With its thread, it patched the rift. Then it placed guardians to patrol the only route here. That nest it created for itself would come to be known as the Weaver's Hall. And those guardians I mentioned, most people know them as the Soot Spawn. They're not just monsters, they're designed to actively keep people away from here.
Then, what about that shard you shattered when you defeated the Soot Spawn?
Destroying a memory shard causes it to cycle again. You see, our spidery guardian friends are made from shards and powered by the memories within, but they aren't bound to any specific shard forever. So if one of them starts hurting people, we just have to, let's say, reset it. Then it'll go back to guarding the cataract with a new shard from the Great Spider. The concierge keep people safe from the soot spawn and prevent the cataract from getting bigger. That's how we've protected Ametsi up until now.
So you're saying that what I did...
That's why what you did is considered a crime, and a serious one to boot. Checking out isn't just a matter of packing your bags and going on your merry way. There are consequences. If everyone got it into their heads to leave, who knows what had happened to Ametsi? The gates would blow wide open, sucking up guests and throwing them who knows where. As for Ametsi itself, it might even cease to exist.
I thought I was helping her get home. What have I done?
A little curiosity can do a whole world of harm. Regret's all well and good, but it isn't gonna fix things. You endangered everyone's happiness. Whether it was an honest mistake or not, makes no difference. You can feel it, can't you? The Great Spider's wrath.
Uh-huh. I can smell it. It's not just coming from one place, it's everywhere. It's the stench of hatred. Everyone hates me.
What do you expect, kid? Everyone's worked so hard, put their heart and soul into their home. And some kid who doesn't know jack comes along and destroys it all. Their anger is understandable. Tears don't suit you, kid. tears and a slap on the wrist could solve everything, we wouldn't be in this mess. Don't take it personally. I don't want to do this any more than you do, but I can't make exceptions. Everyone needs to know the price for breaking the rules.
So, you want me dead too, Taketsumi? You don't have to lie. Your scent says it all.
I don't want you to think I hate you, Itsurugi. I took you in for a reason. You're like a brother to me. But before all else, I'm the head of the concierge. I have a duty to protect all the guests at the inn. I also have a responsibility to the Great Spider. Without it, Emetsu wouldn't exist.
Taketsumi, please.
Do you have any last words? You have the right to that, at least.
Just tell me one thing. Tell me that you didn't want to do this. That you wish you didn't have to do this.
I'll tell you whatever you want. It isn't going to change the outcome.
I was born in a tiny village. And as far back as I can remember, I was told the same thing over and over. A scrawny little pup like you is lucky to be alive. No one wanted you, but we took you in. Count your blessings.
Damn it, Itsurugi, quit running! You're only making this harder on yourself!
I know. I can't help it. It's in my nature. By some miracle or mercy, I wasn't called the moment I was born. The villagers said I was lucky to be given a place among them, and I believed them. I believed them with all my heart. And that's why I always smiled and did everything I was told. It didn't matter that they knocked me down, put strange things in my food, or laughed at my pain. I never stopped smiling and believing in my own good fortune. I was a skinny runt no one wanted, but I was so lucky. The villagers would play with me. They gave me a place to stay. There were so many reasons to smile.
You don't know when to give up. All your dodging and running, you think it's gonna save you? How stubborn are you? Stay still, you little...
I'm sorry, Taketsumi. But my instinct to survive is bone deep. I was spared. I was allowed to live. I had to do everything I could to keep it that way. Jump, sit, stay, fetch, beg, play dead. Do what you're told. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Following the rules will keep you in everybody's good graces. Every man, woman, and child in the village knew it. That's how I lived. No, that's how I survived in that village. It wasn't that hard. If anything, having others decide everything for me was a relief. But I realize now that I wasn't happy. I never had to fight for anything, because I never had anything I cared about.
What's your endgame, Itsurugi? You can struggle against the inevitable all you want. But where does that leave you? Say you managed to escape me, where would you go? You've made an enemy of everyone in Emetsu. There is no safe harbor for you, anywhere.
You're right. You're absolutely right. What am I even doing? One day, I, an unwanted werewolf pup living on the charity of the villagers, was not only invited to a celebration, but was the reason for it. It was the first party they'd had in decades. There were so many new sights, sounds, and smells. I remember the special clothes everyone wore. The children were gathered in one place. We all drew lots, Mine was the only red one. No one was surprised. Not the visitors to the village, not the villagers themselves, not even the other children. Turns out, the entire time, they were grooming me for this day. Happy, naive puppy, ready to be shipped off as part of a deal to secure the village's future. There was even a ritual, blessing me as a divinely chosen child. Afterward, at the banquet, they offered me so many foods I hadn't seen before. Of course, I didn't know that the lots were rigged. That the ritual was just a pretty lie to lessen their guilt. I was just enjoying the party. As I fell asleep that evening, a flicker of a thought entered my head. Deep down, I knew that this isn't what I truly wanted. What my heart really wants is... What am I doing? It's obvious, isn't it? I want to run as far as my feet will carry me. I want to take in everything. There's still so much to learn. Everything I know comes from what people taught me, what people thought was safe to teach me. Oh, there are unfamiliar scents carried on the wind. There are stories of places I've only heard about from traveling merchants. I want to know more. I want to know it all. I don't want to die before I've experienced what the world has to offer. You say that there's knowledge I shouldn't have, that I don't need it, and wanting it is bad. But who made you the gatekeeper? I want to decide that for myself. I want to be free. That's why I'm fighting.
So you finally revealed your selfishness. You really had me going, Itsurugi. And here I thought you had no other desire than to bring joy to Ametsushi.
What?
If you were willing to give up chasing memories and helping the Forsaken, if you were willing to prioritize the people, I would have taken up your burden. But if you're gonna be a bad pup, if you're gonna force your own ego through, no matter how much it costs everyone else, well, that's a different story. Then again, you're my little brother. We're family. I can see how much you're struggling. It's not fair to let you flounder without reaching out a hand.
Taketsumi?
It's a hell of a long shot, but I'll try to talk down the Great Spider. Who knows if it'll work, but it's worth a shot. That reminds me, I never did answer your question.
Huh?
Idiot. Of course I don't want to hurt you. Neither does Sideshow.
Oh, Taketsumi!
Hey. Wipe those tears, kid. Now save them for the apology when you see everyone again, okay? Come here, Pupper. Lean your head toward me.
What?
It's fine. Just leave everything to your big brother. I'll make things right again.
Yeah. So long as I'm with you, everything will be fine. It was in that moment. I felt it was like a thunderbolt through my spine. So this is what Anna Sage meant.
Huh? Itsurugi?
This sensation... Why?
What are you muttering about? Is it your head? Let me take a look at it.
Kunitsu Amachi told me that I came to Ametsuchi without anything missing. In other words, I didn't have any memories that became shards. But if that's true, then...
Itsurugi? Hey, Itsurugi!
Why did a soot spawn with one of my memories appear just now?
Wait! Come back, Itsurugi! You can't do this! Come back!
That was my biggest mistake. My instinctive dash set me on the path of no return. I'm so sorry, Taketsumi. You tried to stop me. You said you would try and fix things. But like any dog who catches a scent, my instincts howled at me to follow. I wanted to be a good pupper, but it was impossible. I couldn't sit. I couldn't stay. I had to run. I had to know.